We now take a look at some of the newspapers across the continent, and starting with Gambia's Freedom newspaper. As you are aware, the country will be holding its general elections on Thursday, just a day after tomorrow. The paper reports that President Yahya Jammeh has vowed to crush any form of protest from the opposition during and after the elections. President Jammeh, who will also be contesting in the polls for a fifth term in office, has admonished his countrymen to stay away from any form of violence that will upset the country's fragile peace. He was speaking at Buffer Zone, where he also reassured the Christian community about their right to worship freely in the country. This comes despite his recent remarks that the Gambia is an Islamic state. We head to the southern part of the continent in South Africa, where Free State Premier and ANC Provincial Chairman Ace Magashule wants ministers and deputy ministers who supported a motion for President Jacob Zuma to step down, to resign or be shown the door. This is according to the Mail and Guardian newspaper, which says that Magashule, who is a close ally of Zuma, was amongst those who defended the embattled ANC leader. Well, reason for his suggestion is that it would be difficult for these ministers to serve under someone who they have lost confidence in. Mail and Guardian further says that Magashule told the ANC leaders he had served under 2 ANC presidents, but had never come across a situation where ministers would push a motion of no confidence against someone who has appointed them. So he is advising Jacob Zuma not to allow such a situation under his leadership. We finish this press review in Algeria with the Liberty newspaper that it's talking about protests against the proposed retirement age reforms in the capital carried out by political parties, human rights organizations and trade unions. Security forces clashed with hundreds of people and arrested several demonstrators who chanted slogans against the government and the majority in parliament. The newspaper says police arrested the demonstrators since 3 a.m. in the morning, and Secretary General of the UNPEF, an independent trade union, told the newspaper that it is disappointing since the arrests do not give the image of an Algeria where freedom of expression would be consecrated. That's it from me.